What is up? What is up, everybody? It is Thursday night, which of course means it's live streaming time. So thank you very much for everybody for coming in to hang out. We're going to hold off for a bit. We're going to let more people pop in. But what we're going to talk about tonight are all the crazy cool things that have been being shown recently that are going to look phenomenal under the lights and in front of your lenses. So that's pretty much it. We're just going to dive through. We're going to look at a lot of stuff. I have a lot of links saved and all that. And we're going to talk about why I think that each one is photogenic. And just in case I missed any, I'm going to need to hear from all of you. And also, Pixelated Poses shared something on my X that I found of great interest. And I'll just start it off with that. He said that I think he said it was on the 3POA podcast in regards to that SHF Cyclops that was recently revealed that looked like it was going to be 145 millimeters. It sounds like that was just a placeholder height, and he's going to be more in the 150 to 155 range. Now, probably 160 would be about perfect, but 155 is a whole lot better than 145. So if that ends up being the case, I'm thinking that SHF Cyclops is going to be on the menu a little more than he was for a lot of people earlier on when we saw the 145 millimeters. So, with that said, that exciting news that Pixelated shared with me, it's time to check out the chat and see what's going on. Uh-oh, come on now. I said share. Tommy Tyner, what's up, man? Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. Oh, and it's sci-fi, letting us know all the crazy news. Watch, he's probably going to tell me exactly what Pixelated did earlier. Greetings and toytations, everyone. Check out the new martial arts figures by Loose Collector under their Burning Hammer line. One figure looks a lot like Bruce Leroy from The Last Dragon and the... I got nothing. I got nothing for what the next one could possibly be. And the other looks like a drunken master actor from one of the Shaw Brothers films. That's 70s martial arts cinema. For those that don't know, the figures are very articulated, good accessories, and only cost... Oh, good Lord. Wait a sec. What have I done? Okay. Sorry, I'm using a new computer trying to get this stuff going on, and I'm not a PC guy. This is a PC. It's throwing me off. I'm confused. $45, that's not bad. The Marvel Legends Gamerverse Juggernaut is available at all retailers now for $65. The scuttlebutt is that next week's Joe Haslam, I'm going with Haslab, I'm pretty sure that's what you meant, will definitely be the Snowcat with possible frostbite and some other snow. Dun, dun, dun. Do, 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 do. Related Joes as tiers, I will try to get one, but so help me. If one of the tiers is patches, I'll pass just like I did on the Rattler, and that thing is beautiful. Check out the unboxing for it. I saw that was up. I haven't checked it out yet. It definitely needs to happen. Now, back to you, Dave, and the Mighty Morphin Chat. Hey, I got that reference. All right. Let's see what's going on with our rest of the gang. We have... Yes, that is one I understand, Spaded One. Fantastic. We need Barry, and I'm going to need to find a way to get that vacation tick. Because, Spoon, tragic. What is up, man? What's up, Dave and chat? Not much here. We're finally in the office, Tragic. I'm kind of excited about that. Good to see you this fine evening. It's been a bit. Oh man, cheers to you all. It's been a hot minute. It certainly has, but glad to see you in here hanging out. Let's see here. Okay, hold on. I gotta make the bottom menu go away on this PC. It totally throws me off. Dave's studio looks amazing. Thank you, Tragic. I appreciate it, man. It's been a lot of fun. I actually had somebody today say, "Hey, what would it cost for me to rent a little bit of space there so that I could film some videos and all that?" Of course, I'd be here, and they don't mean rent like sublet or anything, but they just mean take up some table space because they need more space. And I thought, that's a business opportunity. Good times. Skew, what's up, man? Thanks for saying hi to the people. Always appreciated. Very nice, welcoming crew we've got here. That's why you guys are the best chatters in livestream land or the entire internet. Bruce Leroy and Egg Foo from Big Trouble in Little China, and the head Tibetan priest from The Golden Child. Same actor, really skew. I need to watch my 70s kung fu movies a little more. But then you guys probably could guess. Big Trouble in Little I got it. I figured it out. I don't know how, but I am magic in that way. RP, what's going on, man? Thank you for stopping in this fine evening. Hope everybody's having a grand old night. All right, tragique. I am stoked to report that I got a notification from my Harbinger Studios Ball and Chain Warrior. Fantastic, tragic. That thing's going to be beautiful. Savage Crucible, man. I got a... Oops, what did I do this time? Oh, no. I made something happen on this evil PC. All right, here we go. But yeah, Savage Crucible is something I gotta get into to mess with. Whoo! All right. We have Zevan Moore. Skew, Just J. Hernandez reviewed those Burning Hammer figures. More coming in the line. Don't sleep. Great figures. I saw him. I actually checked out that review. They look crazy. I'm kind of impressed. Definitely. Looking good. It's what I like to see. Now, while I'm still sitting here, I feel like it's a little premature to jump right into everything. This is me being a total nerd right now. This is me just totally geeking out a little bit more than I should be, especially when we talk mostly 112 scale stuff here. But I've been trying to get my G1 Season 1 Transformers collection going. And I finally got a couple Constructicons, and I've heard mixed things on these guys, but I'm actually kind of digging Long Haul and Hook. I think I'm digging Hook a little more. I don't know why. It's just the look thing, but I love how chunky Long Haul is. So yeah, I'm getting weirdly excited when it comes to the G1 Season 1 cast. I'm digging them. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Also, everybody, this here, you might see this was fine evening. This is water tonight. No special beverages. What's everybody else drinking? Because we needs to know. Clankatron, what is up, man? Good to see you. Okay, let's see. What do I have here right now? Aha! All right, I swear I will learn this whole magical PC thing. You know what? Why don't we start with a figure that I wasn't even considering checking out this fine evening, but the only problem with him is a hang-up I have. Maybe not necessarily a hang-up anyone else has. Give me just a sec here. Playing with the computer gets crazy when you got the new stuff. All right. Here he is, ladies and gents. This would be the Marvel Legends Gamerverse Juggernaut action figure. I'm going to go through these pictures. I didn't see that he had any kind of articulation at the waist. He's still probably about the best Juggernaut made. I just, for some reason, and I know this is closer to accurate with the game, the way the shoulders are throws me off. I don't know what it is. But yeah, he's got a little bit of a crunch, but you see how the abs stay here? That's why I don't think there's much of a shoulder twist at all, like even a waist cut. That's what's throwing me off when it comes to Juggy here. He looks angry. Dan Yoon did announce that when it comes to the Juggernaut, there is no ball peg waist, which I kind of figured anyway. But I'm not seeing any sign of a waist twist either, a waist cut. Now, that could be that Shooting the Galaxy knows that it's going to really not look great if he takes that photo, so he might just be hiding it. But yeah, it sounds like there's something there. I just don't see it anywhere. But yeah, oh, wait a sec. There it is. I think. No, that's still the abs right there. Totally throws me off. But yeah, I would say Juggernaut here is pretty close to a photogenic figure. I wouldn't give him quite the full-on deal, but this is probably the best Juggernaut you're going to get. And the reason I wouldn't give him quite the full-on deal, we don't really have, well, I was going to say extra head. It's Juggernaut. He doesn't need an extra head. but we don't have a ball peg waist. And when it comes to photography, anybody that might be checking this out for the first time tonight, checking out the live stream, whenever you've got a waist cut and you turn it a little bit, that totally limits where you can shoot the figure from, what angle you can shoot it from. So like if you cut it a bit and you shoot it from up high, you'll see the flat spot for where the waist cut is. If you shoot it down low, you'll see the waist cut flat spot up on this upper part and all that. So that's why waist cuts drive me crazy when it comes to photography. It limits what you're actually able to do while still making the figure look okay for pictures. So I wanted to make sure and get that in just so anyone who's new doesn't think I just unnecessarily hate on things because I hate on things. No, it's really just because having a waist cut as opposed to a ball peg limits my photographic options. Now, there we go with Juggernaut. Oh man, okay, hold on. We have some chatting going on. Skew, tragic, awesome figure, grats. Look underneath the figure for a secret bonus weapon, if I'm not mistaken. Might be there. Be sure to check. Black baggy. Oh, there's little codes now with these guys. He's lying. It's banana daiquiri. You know what? It looks like it should be banana daiquiri with that color. So maybe I'm lying. Wahahaha. Paul, what's up, man? Good to see you, sir. Thanks for stopping in. What do you got, Tragic? I'm drinking Anti-Hero IPA from Revolution Brewery. Man, I used to, when I was out going to bars and all that stuff, I wasn't quite a beer snob, but I knew a whole lot of the breweries. But I don't recall Revolution, making me sadness, giving me the sadness. I know Michigan supposedly has a whole lot of craft brews, though. See, banana daiquiri for those monkey figures y'all talked about from Joe Fest. Man, we will have to make some drinks when those monkeys show up and just make them look like they're drinking something crazy. Thanks, Paul. Thanks for keeping everybody engaged. Always appreciated, man. All right, what have we, Tragic? I pre-ordered him today. I need a Juggy for my Marvel collection. He is probably the best Juggernaut out there. I'll give you that. Spade, come on, Juggy. Let's do the twist. Come on, Juggy. That's why I don't sing, ladies and gentlemen. Tragic Skew, thanks, man. I will need to get out and take some pictures with him. Oh, man, Tragic, that is a necessity, my friend. This must be done. Alrighty. Everybody saying hi to the peoples. Always my favorite, Clankatron. The Cobra Rattler is looking nice. I'm cleaning and reorganizing right now, trying to figure out where to put it. Also, I'm drinking a Starbucks strawberry. Okay, who pronounces this? Tell me how you guys pronounce that word. I've heard acai and I've heard acai. I think it's acai, but I don't know, with lemonade. And everybody I know who has had that drink says how amazing it is, Clank. I'm going to have to give it a try at some point. Very nice. Starbucks this late would totally throw me off for what I usually order. Wreckship, what is up, dude? Thank you for stopping in, sir. Alrighty. Now, let's break into my little Word document here. We're going to start, let's see. Oh, man, I went in company order, ladies and gentlemen. I got fancy. You can't stop me. You can only hope to contain me. We're going to click this. We're going to get out of there, and we're going to type paste. All right. We have the One Piece SH Figuarts Borsalino Future Island Egghead exclusive action figure. Look at the price on this thing. That's a $260 figure with a $26 non-refundable down payment. And listed price, includes tariff surcharge. Let's see, okay. So this actually has the tariff baked into it already. And BBTS is saying subject to change based on final tariff rates. See below. So that's a little interesting. So yeah, there you go there. That's a huge character. I don't know anything about One Piece. I know you're all shocked. But he's like 7.5 inches tall, which is huge for an SHF figure. Oh, I stand corrected. 7.67 inches tall. So yeah, more like 7 2/3. That's a big boy there. So why exactly is this guy a photogenic figure? Well, you're going to get a much better waist, I'm sure. He comes with all the things. Just check out what's going on. He's going to have extra hands. Man, look at these effects. These are really cool. And I'm guessing several face plates, if not actual head swaps. That's just a big dude. Oh, and he comes with stuff for Monkey. So yeah, one thing I wish SHF would do, I wish they would go back to showing pictures of everything that's included. But I am going to leave it here, see what you guys are saying, because as much as I don't know anything about One Piece, this figure looks pretty amazing. Now, as far as photos are concerned, hopefully he has a ball peg waist. He should. Most SHF figures do, because this twist right here at the diaphragm with a ball peg waist, you can keep things lined up as far as the stripes are concerned, and you really don't break up the design or the sculpt, which is one of those things I certainly dig when it comes to action figure photography. Now, let's see what we've got going on in El Chato. Not to be a bummer right off the bat, but Ryan Ting just announced he was abruptly let go by Hasbro because they eliminated his position. Oh my God. That is shocking. Oh man, I am sorry, Ryan Ting. Holy crap, man. Like I've always enjoyed I don't really get Marvel Legends stuff, but I've always enjoyed the live streams with those three guys. That sucks. My condolences, sir. I hope you're able to land on your feet very soon. Ah, man. BS, what? Tragic. What have you? I'm waiting for my email on my two rattlers. I can't believe I have no more room. House hunting is ongoing. Damn Illinois taxes. Man, yeah. Oof. Oof. That's rough stuff, man. What's this? Oh, Rickship 85. Oh, at Rickship. Wow, I thought I saw it. Wow, never mind, guys. I was totally off there. You see the Mondo Cowboy Bebop Spike. I might have spaded. Was that a 1/8 scale figure? Or not? Maybe I totally missed it. That dude looks like a Striper album cover. You are not wrong. Clank, I'm excited to see the Snowcat, but I think I'll have to skip it. I'm hoping we can get a Transformers Snowcat soon. Oh man, they have really avoided the Energon stuff, haven't they? I remember that Snowcat. That thing was pretty sweet. I would be tempted. I know one of the things that I don't like about several of the G.I. Joe vehicles is how real world they look. I prefer that they look a little crazier, kind of like the Vamp and the Hiss. The Snowcat might fall into that category. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing there yet. One of my absolute favorite figures growing up was I think it was 1989 Stalker, the one with the Arctic gear and he came with a kayak and all that. I thought that was a phenomenal figure. If they end up making him a stretch goal, it would be difficult for me to back off from that one. Spaded, yeah, he's 1/8. Soft goods jacket, flamethrower, all sorts of fun stuff. I saw, it's terrible, Spaded one. I saw 1/8 and I just kept going. That's how I roll, apparently. All right, so here's what's going on with this guy. Here's why I believe, well, there was why I believe he is photogenic. Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting into something that I think now people really kind of want to see. I am not one of those people that is crazy about this line, but I think a lot of, oh no, did I? Oh, I copied the wrong thing. Don't worry, this one's easy to get to. Apparently, I copied that link twice. This is something that a ton of people are very excited about, and I will give them this. Big Bad Workshop / Fresh Monkey Fiction are making incredible action figures. This is Bulletproof from the Cops and Crooks line, and he's looking great. It's just when it comes to the nostalgic pull, I just don't have it. I remember watching this show, but it was kind of like He-Man. I watched He-Man, And I had a lot of the figures, but for whatever reason, that didn't stick with me like Transformers and G.I. Joe and Star Wars and all that stuff. It was there and it was fun to watch, but it just wasn't a thing that I stuck around for. That said, again, Big Bad Workshop and Fresh Monkey Fiction are killing it on their figures. We're going to have a ball peg waist here. Obviously, he's got the trench. He has multiple hands. He has another head. He's got accessories. This, ladies and gentlemen, is sure to be a photogenic figure for all those reasons. So yeah, who is excited for our man Bulletproof here? I will say real quick, from just a photography point of view, it's the same thing I have with Mezco. I wish they would shoot the figure against a white background. There is a reason that Amazon insists that people do that on their site. It shows off the product better. So I do wish that, as much as I love these kinds of shots, I wish that also included in them would be some basic white background stuff so we could see a little more just how they look in less of the, I guess, stylistic shading and all that stuff. Less of the shadow. But that's just a photographic nitpick of mine. Has nothing to do with the figure, whom I believe looks absolutely amazing. We're going to stick with this picture. We're going to see what everybody's saying when it comes to Bulletproof. Skew also reminds me of Pineapple Pen. What? Oh dear, I got nothing. Oh wait, maybe the guy. The SHF guy? Thoughts on 50 Cent as Balrog? I have not been keeping up with that movie at all. 50 Cent as Balrog? I don't know, man. I mean, does he look like a young Tyson? It's been a while since I've seen 50. Spaded, I like how that Bulletproof character is wearing pants, but like, only the sleeve. Certainly a look. I know. If I were to get Bulletproof, the trench would definitely stay tied. Kyrus, what is going on, man? It's been a bit for you as well. It's good to see a lot of people just stopping by tonight. Hello, Toypixx. Hello, everyone. Thanks again, man. This is going to be a good night. We're going to have a blast. Whoo-wee. But have we, Skew? I'm excited. Pre-ordered Bulletproof. Nice. Yeah, like I said, Big Bad Workshop / Fresh Monkey. I'm loving the Monster Force stuff. And I do have the tick on pre-order because, as Spaded One said earlier, spoon. So yeah, I think Bulletproof is going to go great with all the things. Now we're going to drop down to, oh yeah. See, these are sometimes I'm not so sure what to say about these figures, but I will always say that they look incredible. Still, with the way that Mythic Legions, that the Four Horsemen have been articulating things lately, here's a Thanos. I think he might work out. Oftentimes, what I don't like is when a figure only has a 90-degree bend at the elbows. Knees are a little more forgivable, but I don't know. It's tough to worry too much about this one not having a little more than 90 degrees. And let's look at the picture a little closer here. See what we see. Yeah, those are definitely single joints, but it does look like the bicep is cut ever so slightly. So it might get a little more than 90. I also love that head sculpt. Like, this thing is just incredible. And we know how it is with the Four Horsemen. This bad boy, look at everything this thing comes with. You know the articulation's going to at least be decent. And you know that they're going to make this thing with all kinds of quality. Plenty of heads, plenty of hands, plenty of accessories. Another figure that's going to look absolutely phenomenal under your lights and in front of your lenses. And before I go back to the chat, let's get to the other Four Horsemen figure here. It's very much in the same vein. We now have Faden. He's fading in and out. Hey-oh! I love this photo, by the way, folks. This is incredible. You can see we've got a little bit. This was an accessory that they put in the shot. He's running on something here. Maybe that's just a foreground deal. Maybe it's a little in front of him. We've got this in the shot. It's possible that this stuff back here those are also separate pieces that are in there. and they're just way back for depth, which is phenomenal. And I would say more than likely this background is either a backdrop. Well, it is a backdrop. They either put it in with a monitor, maybe it's some kind of cloth backdrop. I'm willing to bet 1/6 shooter did it with a monitor, but I couldn't be 100%. And I love the way they did this laser coming out of here. Obviously, the figure's not going to be able to do that, but that kind of thing is tough to get to work when it comes to Photoshop. So anyway, that was just a little photo critique, and I love it. I think this is great. And I love that they've got this kind of shot, like I was talking about with the SH Figuarts and with the Fresh Monkey Fiction / Big Bad Workshop. Even though this isn't a white background, having it be a black background shows off the stuff pretty well as well. And clearly there's plenty of things. But yeah, I love this head sculpt. That is, the way they do their head sculpts in these lines is, wow, man. This Infinite Legions figure is amazing. And we're going to sit on here when I go back to see what's going on with the chat. Because why not? What have we, Spaded One? They announced a bunch of castings for the Street Fighter movie. Orville Peck as Vega is a bit of an inspired choice. I don't even know who Orville Peck is. So maybe I got nothing. No dice. Toypixx, your toy room looks great. That Galactus looks awesome. Thank you, Kyrus. It's going to be, I've got to do a lot more back here. Right now, the reason that we're getting, like when I hold this up, you see how it just totally goes white here? That's because I've got fluorescent lights right above me. So I have to figure out a different way to light the room for the live streams. I don't actually work back here. Like this is where the figures are that I grab and take to shoot and everything. And it's basically where I'm going to do live streams and possibly do a little recording when it comes to videos. But yeah, everything I do, anybody that's seen the tour, I basically sit on my nice chair out in the main part of the office when I'm doing the work. So yeah, but it's a great fun studio. So Kyrus, I appreciate that, man. I love getting to hang out here. Yes, Dave, SHF guy. Woohoo! I got you, Skew. I got you. It's the pineapple guy, the SHF guy. Whatevs, you know. All right. That's right. We have some McConaughey going on. That guy looks like all the Halo bad guys mashed together. You are not wrong. Maybe that's why I like the design so much. I used to love playing Halo. Those new Horseman figures remind me of Guyver from the 80s to 90s. Ooh. The only Guyver I know, when LBZ used to come on quite a bit, it was a teal Guyver that he showed me that he thought was an amazing figure. And he just came out, I think that one was a year or two ago. But that's really the only Guyver I know anything about. Kinda. No worries, Guyvers. I got you. Ooh, wait. No, I'm jumping. Wait, now. Oh, gosh. My jump around is getting rough. I like them and hope they keep upping the articulation. Yeah, I'm actually pleasantly surprised by my Gideon. Like, I have the Sir Gideon, and his articulation's not bad. I'm drinking fair trade organic tea made from the pain and suffering of my enemies in a chalice, if they're bones and maxed out credit cards and blessed by a blind monk that only paints in Braille. Oh, sci-fi. My friend, your drink wins. Ah, cheers, in fact. Ah, painting in Braille. I don't even know. You would need some thick paint. Maybe not so thick. I'm not blind. I don't know how sensitive fingers are for that kind of thing. Huh. Interesting. All right, Spaded One. That one looks like Mega Nuttaman. maybe there's a bit of that. Skew vintage. That's true. Okay, Sci-Fi. What year? What year is that drink? This is what's necessary. Mr. Matson, what's up, sir? Ryan Ting was let go from Hasbro. Corporations will always make dumb decisions. Yeah, Rexship told us about that earlier. Man, that is insane. Like, I thought, from what I understood, or from what it sounded like, at least, listening to other people on the internet, it almost sounded like the marketing people were practically untouchable. it was anybody else that you worried about. So that completely throws me off. But Hasbro's gonna Hasbro, a corporation. Yeah, they're publicly traded, ladies and gents. What can we say? I do feel bad for Ryan, and like we said earlier, I'm hoping he lands on his feet because that sucks. Skew, thanks for the heads up. Bobby, you have any slots? Man, what was it? I think Bobby and Ryan used to be pals. I don't know if they still are or not, but that would be kind of cool to get Ryan over in Valaverse. Spaded, you see the newest NECA Ben Cooper kids, Garfield and Evan Pee Wee Herman. I did not. I totally missed out on those. So we'll keep going down the list I grabbed, and we'll see if we can get to those towards the end here. Okay, we got that. All right, now we have stuff now that I know absolutely nothing about. I know, pretend to be shocked. But this is from a company called Freeing. Higanjima Figma number SP-172 Akira Miyamoto action figure from, Higanjima, I guess is the brand. I know nothing, but we've got a figure that's going to be able to move very nicely. We've got a figure with the sword. It's another thing where he's got accessories. He's got, I like it. Yeah. And he's got a tree. He basically comes with a tree. Comes apart, apparently. I don't know if, that's going to leave a mark. But yeah, this is one of those figures that is going to be super cool, super articulated. This is why, one of the ways that you know that this bad boy is going to be highly photogenic. By the way, even if he doesn't have a ball peg waist, the way that his shirt is sculpted and the way that it hangs down, you probably wouldn't notice, even if it broke up the sculpt a little bit. Now, my gut is he does have a ball peg waist looking at some of these poses, but if not, I don't think that's a huge detriment to this figure. Plus, tons of facial expressions, tons of hands, obviously tons of weapons. This thing is going to be a photographer's dream if you guys are into whatever line this is. But yeah, there we go with all the faces. That's just rad. I don't know. Oh, this figure's coming up too. Apparently they like to throw down. Oh dear. But yeah, this is good stuff. I love the way this stuff looks. And I just don't, you know me, I don't know things, but I do know when I see a figure that I think is going to look really good under your lights and in front of your lens. And this one definitely qualifies. We're also going to check out the character that he apparently was going to hit in the head with a tree. This would be, hang on, I forgot to grab the name, Vampire, in parentheses, Farmer. Maybe this is just the vampire's farmer look. Maybe he wears many disguises. But I love the paint job here. Like, he looks a little rough, a little dirty. He's got that going on his knees, on his sleeves, all that. I just think this thing looks amazing just on its own. And it looks like the finish is pretty good, too. He doesn't look too shiny anywhere. He looks like he's going to work great. Like, when you light a figure like this that looks like it has all the correct finishes, you're not going to have to worry about much. Like, you don't have to... Everything's going to shine. It's going to reflect light exactly how it's supposed to. Whereas if you have a figure that's got a lot of shiny plastic and a lot of dull plastic and something that's just not quite as crazy as something like this, you have to be a little more careful with your lights. But this guy is sweet also. Obviously doesn't come with quite as much, but definitely comes with enough to make him a photogenic figure. So let's jump up, see what we've got with the chat. Fire! The Ben Cooper kids, fire. I need to not crack my voice when I speak. Mr. Bobby and Ryan were never friends, at least based on Bobby's behavior. Okay, I thought way back when, like when they were first doing the 3POA, I thought that Bobby had said something about he and Ryan were pals. but it could be that I totally misheard that. Okay, tragic. Guys, just going to say this now. If Hasbro comes out with a Snowcat as the HasLab, I'm going to be relieved. Unless they make it into an RC with LEDs and 6 Arctic figures, we can skip on a Snake Eyes. I mean, it's relief for whatever. The last of the Time Lords is here. Thank you, Anton. Good to see you, man. I mean, I've skipped out on a lot of the HasLabs recently. In fact, the only HasLabs I have are Galactus, and right behind me, and you can't see it so well, is the Hiss. Like, that's it. So I don't know. Like, they need to hit me with something different. Snowcat might be different enough, but yeah, I'm kind of like, I don't want the stuff that looks so realistic. I don't know if that's good, bad, other, who knows. Rex Shep, thanks for the heads up on that random Ryan Ting news. Also, yeah. Anton, I can always stay till 8 because that Saturday Night Live series is still continuing. They're up to season 22. It's very interesting. Man, who was season 22? That would have been late 90s because the first season was 75, right? So season 22 would have been 96, 97, somewhere in there. That was just after, I think Norm was still doing Weekend Update, but that was just after all the guys that I really liked ended up being let go. So, he comes with a log. I know! The log is the best part, and smashes heads with log. I have a few Berserk figures from them. I think they are still in the box. Oh, well, the Berserk figures can't be too bad considering what SHF seems to have done with theirs. Maybe you should bust them open. A fine blend, bold roast made from Gen X boomers and Gen Z. Oh, boomers, so that thing is vintage. I mean, Gen X were those of us in that range. We're kind of closing in on vintage as well, but boomers are definitely vintage. Who's excited about the new Jurassic Park? I am. Anton, I'm really not. But, I mean, I like dinosaurs, but I haven't been excited about Jurassic Park really since the first Jurassic Park. Like, I saw the first Jurassic World, and it just felt like more Jurassic Park. I don't know. Tragic. I want awesome figures / features in a heightened back troop carrier area for that HasLab Snowcat. Just keep it frosty and fire. Oh man, I just want Stalker. If they show Stalker, I'm gonna be host. Well, yeah, they're a little pricey, aren't they, Spaded? Oh my goodness. Boss? Yeah, Nani? But I got nothing. Anton, Dave, I would really watch out behind you because Galactus is standing there and I think he needs a snack. Fortunately, I'm not quite the size of a world. He'd probably I'd just be a snack, and barely a snack. Toypixx, did you see the new MAFEX Terminator figures? If they made the T600 series, I'm in. Or if they make the T600 series, I'm in. We did. We talked about them before. I've got them queued up to talk about tonight, but we might skip them just because we have. We'll see what everybody wants to do when we get there. I'll bust open the question. The other guy, Matthew Matson, what's his name? Is that who was friends with Bobby? Thanks for that clearing up. Okay. I know that Bobby has said that Dan, he's like, I like the way Dan operates, and he thinks that he and Dan would get along, but that's all I got there. Dave, you might be confusing Ryan Ting with Ryan, aka Laser Pants, with Bobby Yeah. No, I know those guys, but I swear that he was talking about he and Ryan Ting way back when. But I could be way off. It sounds like maybe I am. Skew, Sci-Fi, the other marketing guys who were probably confusing who is friends with Bobby. No, I don't think so. Like, I don't know that Bobby knew Dan. Okay, hold on. I'm not excited for this new Jurassic World at all. I like dinosaurs. I don't need another generic mutant monster movie. That's true, I forgot. They kind of mix up the dinosaur DNA a bit, don't they? I haven't seen any of the newer ones since the first Jurassic World. Yep, same here. I think, in fact, I'm not sure I saw any of the sequels to Jurassic Park. I mean, obviously Jurassic World, but I'm saying I didn't see two or three. I think the only ones I've seen are Jurassic Park and Jurassic World, but I might be wrong. Who knows? Avalanche. Oh, bump in the night. What's up, man? Thank you for stopping by. Avalanche would be a good call for the Snowcat, too. And how else are we going to get Battle Force 2000 characters? Probably Snowcat, but wish it was Avalanche. You know what? I was thinking the other character. Like I was thinking the Battle Force 2000 character Avalanche. I think he needs to be a stretch goal. I don't remember the Avalanche vehicle. Might have to look that up. Anton, the new Fantastic Four trailer is very funny. I was good. I was good with it. We're going to need Ben to say it's clobbering time, of course. Okay, what do we got? Oh, Bobby knows Ryan Ting. Oh, got it. Got it. I remember hearing him say he wasn't a big fan of Dwight and Lenny, but for some, I don't know, maybe my brain just got confused. It's game over for it, apparently. All the water's making it act funny. Until Jurassic movies include Sauron, Stegron, and the Savage Land, I'm good. Oh, sci-fi. Wouldn't that be a sweet X-Men movie? Oh, put them in the Savage Land? That would have to be a one-off, though. You wouldn't want that going too far. After the second Star Wars movies, I gave up on remakes. Probably a fair call. I don't know, though. I will say, Tragic, if you haven't seen it yet, Transformers 1 is worth a shot. A second snowmobile. Okay. That's what the Avalanche is? I can't believe I can't place that. I used to know my Joe stuff pretty well. Hang on. G.I. Joe Avalanche. Oh, okay. I recognize it. Give me a sec, guys. We're going to share this so everybody can see what I knew not. Sorry. So here's the Avalanche. But see, you can see the character Avalanche. That's what I was thinking. I recognize this vehicle, but I completely forgot about it. I was thinking you were talking Avalanche could be a stretch goal, which I still think could happen. But yeah, that's a pretty sweet vehicle too. I know, what was the Cobra vehicle that was the snow vehicle? Because they made a second version, like a version 2. Well, a second version, like a version 2. It was a version 2. And it had a little more, like it had brighter colors. I had that, and I thought that was sweet. But I can't remember what that was called from Cobra. Okay. Let's head back here. Close this out. Go back to this guy. I'm going to keep going on the chat a little bit, and then we'll jump to the next one. Whoo! So much. One of them, Dan Ryan, was a friend of Bobby's. That's where I'm at. I'm so confused, but I think it was my brain messing with me, obviously. Let's see, with the Snowcat. Oh, like both of them. Like make that part of the HasLab. That would be pretty sweet too. Spaded, you haven't seen Jurassic Park 2? What are we doing here? There needs to be a movie night stream. There does. I'm thinking that does need to happen. You guys can watch my first reactions to all this stuff that everyone else in the world has already seen. Yeah, who they have the stretched tiers will be a trip. For sure, man. I would say, like, it would be hard for me to pass on the Snowcat if they had that stalker. I would be incredibly stoked to get that. Hope they pull something out of their hats this time. They tend to do pretty well. I saw pictures of the Baroness from the Rattler. She looks pretty amazing. Clank, I wonder if the Snowcat will come with patches. Tragic was wondering that as well. Spaded, let's see, I'm reasonably excited for this new Superman movie. Not even a Supes fan, but this one makes me feel all tingly again. Yeah, I'm kind of I think that one's going to be okay. I'm not sure about Fantastic Four, but I've got a good feeling about Soups. I think Bobby has some respect for Dan Yoon. Yeah. He was talking about thinking that he and Dan Yoon would have gotten along pretty well. 1990. Okay, that must have been when it busted out. The Avalanche is a fairly big vehicle. Yep. Finally found it. Finally knew what was up. I've seen all the Jurassic Park movies, guys, and I like all of them. Pastor Film Creek. I don't try to be negative. Yes, I know. That's what everybody says. No, you're good, Anton. We all have our own thoughts about movies. Believe me, I'm sure I like plenty that people would just say, what? Except I haven't seen plenty, obviously. They got a lot of snow characters. I know, man. I know. Who else? Oh, Blizzard. Blizzard would be a great one. Blizzard and Stalker. Oh, Snow Wolf. That was it, Bump in the Night. Thank you. Thank you. And I think they had Ice Wolf. Was the Ice Wolf the version 2 one? And my brain blanked on me again. If Stalker is not a stretch goal or iceberg, they need to drop them before the HasLab drops like they did Doc and Airborne before the Dragonfly. Peeps get funny with certain figures in HasLabs. That's true. That's true. And I didn't even think of iceberg. I don't know why. But I'm like, I think because I'm not sure if I ever had iceberg, and I love Stalker and Blizzard so much that he just didn't even register. But iceberg is a character that needs to be made, obviously. I met the designer of the Avalanche. In fact, I'm going to hang out with him again this weekend. Oh, that's awesome, Mr. Matson. That is so cool. Ice Wolf, got it. Thank you, Anton. I'm glad you guys know what's going on. Yeah, like a snowcat with a snowmobile that comes out of the rear door. Oh, that would be sweet. Skew, Stalker 89, I'd be cool with, but some may not. Just pick the right ones. Put a Quinn in there, one of the 2 types, and Frostbite. Oh, I mean, Frostbite for sure. But a Quinn would be interesting. I almost feel like a Quinn could be a deluxe, the way that they're marketing the line right now. Or the way that they're not really, like, they don't seem to have the line going too crazy in stores. So if they're going exclusives anyway, it's the nerds that know they exist. So Quinn might be better just on his own, but who knows? I don't know. It had a ninja for the driver. Yes. He had like a ski mask that was orange or something like that. Orange or red. I'm vaguely remembering this now. And it had 2 tracks up front, or 2 skis up front. Cobra Ice Wolf, yeah, had a ninja. Make it a standard vehicle in the line. That's the one, guys. Thank you so much. Bobby can't stand Lenny. Can't wait to hear what Bobby, Elite Legend, and Talker Art have to say about this. Oh no. This is gonna be rough. This is gonna be rough. Bump of the Night, remove the American way from Superman, so not looking good if they are wanting to downplay America. Smells political, but that is only trace of politics I've seen, trying to stay away from spoilers. Yeah, they did that so many years ago. I guess that doesn't bother me so much. I mean, I get it, and I get why it bothers some people for sure. But it's been a long time since he's had the whole truth, justice, and the American way thing. So I guess it doesn't bug me as much, but it would be cool if it were in there somehow. Lois Lane definitely makes me tingle. Ladies and gentlemen, obviously I don't make that many recommendations, but if you have not seen The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, I believe it's on Amazon Prime. Check out that show. That's the first I knew of Rachel Brosnahan. She is hysterical. Like, she's a great actress. So if you guys haven't seen that, go check it out. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised, and it's a legit funny show. Mr. Manson, the latest Superman teaser makes me not want to see the movie even more. Superman losing his temper, not the real Superman. I want to see how they play that, because you're right, that does seem a little off. But I'm hoping there's reasons that don't suck. What is going on, Brick? Good to see you, man. Been a bit. Nice to have you in the stream, sir. Truth, Justice, and a Better Tomorrow is like 3 to 4 years old now. It's not a product of this movie. Ah. See, I did not know about I figured it was just basically I'm here for truth and justice. I didn't know there was a better tomorrow. But that works too. Paul, Brick, Matthew, yep. Always, always cool to see everybody saying hi to the people. Thank you, Paul. I appreciate that, man. Keeping everybody involved, bumping the night. I do not feel like they are ready for Battle Force. They're sticking with pre-87 stuff so far. Yeah, but let's be honest. No one is ready for Battle Force. That's why it would be hilarious. I want to see everybody freak out because Avalanche is a tier. I think that would be funny. But that's just because I'm like that. They need Destro's bigger Iron Grenadier vehicle and his skiff. Oh, is it? Oh, man, I know. I can picture it. I know his skiff is the Despoiler, but I can't remember the name of the bigger one. But I know what you're talking about. They need to make that Destro. That Destro, the way they're doing stuff right now, would be sweet. Spaded, Mr. Manson, I like the new teaser. Superman losing his cool is total destruction. That was him trying to intimidate Lex, and he pleads he's just a dog when it doesn't work. Ah, boy. Don't, no. That would be bad. But have we, Brick? I love Maisel. Great series. Yeah, it was fantastic. I don't know that I ever saw the last season. I need to check that because it was phenomenal. By the way, Dave, BBTS has the Mezco Destro for 50. You know you want it. I do. And he's still there for 50. Truth, Justice, and the Human Way is the new marketing on toys figures for the new Superman movie. Okay. I've been kind of like you, bumping the night. I've been trying to avoid spoilers and all that stuff. I'm just sticking with trailers. So yeah, we'll see. I haven't even been looking at the merchandise because all the merchandise is outside of 1/12 scale. Anton, he confronts Lex Luthor and says, "Where's my dog? Believe me." Let's see, believe you me, if somebody had my dog, I would be that way. Yep. Battle Force 2000, ready for battle 25 years ago. Man, that is insane. Because wasn't Battle Force 2000, they were 87 or 88 that they were made, right? And they were supposed to be the far future kind of tech from the far off time of 2000. So they're like old school now. Yeah, the Iron Grenadier with a despoiler in concert with a bigger vehicle, something like the Exterminator or some tough sounding name like that. The weird one that has an extension on it. Yes, I can picture it right now. I just don't remember the name. We have been on this figure for a while. Let me get through these. Dominator. Thank you, Skew. There it is. Let's get Anton, and then I'll go to the next figure here. The later G.I. Joes got really goofy. It was just weird. They didn't even look like a military group after a while. I know. That was when all the colors, like all the colorful stuff was happening for G.I. Joe and basically the rest of the world, it seems like. All right, let's jump down. Okay, guys, now this might be stuff. We'll go through this pretty quickly because I try to keep this fairly 112 centric, but I am excited, like I've said, about this kind of stuff. Obviously, anybody that collects Transformers, we've seen this Grimmy before because he came out once. I actually had him once and ended up selling him. Now I'm rebuying him because I have the rest of the Dinobots. So I was pretty excited about this past stream. I mean, it was already confirmed in listings that this would be getting a package refresh, but that doesn't make me any less excited. Once this went up, I had to jump on it, and I'm stoked I did. That G1 Season 1 is going to look really good. At least I think so. Now, next up, like I said, we're going to try and get through these pretty quickly just because, again, 1/12 is what I like to stay at. Don't worry, Clank. I am with you. I'm loving this stuff, but we've got Mixmaster. This got pre-ordered as well. This will be my either 5th or 6th Constructicon that I get. He might be the last one I need when it comes to building Devastator. We'll have to see. I will say this. I would like very much to get on the Transformers team so I could take their photos. They do use white backgrounds, which is good, but they're not having a lot of fun with it either. Like, it would be cool to see him in a crazy situation too, like a cool background. I like a combination of a cool background photo and a white background photo, so you see the figure a little better. But yeah, I'm stoked about Mixmaster, of course, because of Devastator. Remember, guys, the reason I got back into Transformers was because I saw that they were going to make this Devastator. And then we've got Scavenger, who I am also very excited about. Although I might get the DNA kit so I can make the feet a little bigger. I did see the Bone Crusher set, and the Bone Crusher set looks really good. They haven't announced the DNA set yet, but you know it's coming because this is just a recolor for them as well. So yeah, I would like I would like him to have bigger feet, honestly. Aside from that, I think it looks really good. And then we're gonna go for one more. This is the Coupe de Gracie, the one I am most excited about, even though Devastator is what's up. He's why I got back in. I am most excited for this guy. And I know we've talked about him some. Again, I wish I could take pictures for these guys. I might have to hit him up because of the posing here. But yeah, man, he looks like G1 Megatron. I am stoked about this, and I cannot wait to put pictures together with this guy versus my Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime. I might have to expand Toypixx a bit for the Transformer stuff, but we'll see. Could be intriguing, could be fun. Woo! I flew through there and the chat went hopping. Bump in the night. I've got the robot and Red Lantern. Ordered 2 of them from Australian store, then found them all in local Walmart for retail. Of course that's going to happen. Oh, man. Whew, you guys went going. Let's see here. What is up, Mr. Martinez? Good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping in. Everybody's here to join in the craziness this fine evening. Captain Betterway and Bucky. Nope, not feeling it. Captain Betterway and Bucky. Huh. I don't know things. Is that Superman? Spaded one. That's not Superman. He spent his entire life learning to hold back to not kill everyone. Losing his temper isn't something he does. He's too powerful. That's where I want to see how they do it. Just curious. Anton, I saw the Jaws figures. They look great. The NECA ones? Spaded, I guess I'm just down with any movie that puts Nathan Fillion in a dumb wig or dresses him like a turd. That's fair. Make your move, Big Blue. Or make a move, I can't remember. Yes, Battle Force 2000. It is necessary. Absolutely. I get that, Spaded one. Yep. The old Nathan Fillion. He's got to look goofy. We need this to happen. Clank, I need the Hearts of Steel Megatron. It does look good. I do like that look for those guys, but that just feels like, even though it's still Transformers, it feels like it's a dangerous rabbit hole to jump into that kind of thing, you know? But he doesn't kill anyone. He just tries to intimidate Lex and backs down when Lex stands up to him. He even uses the elevator and door. Oh, man. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens. I'm curious. I want Batman to clock Nathan Sky Gardner out cold once that is all. Just like the comic cover. That's something that has to happen. And you know Gunn knows we want it. So it'll happen. I got my pre-order in. Transformers 86 Series Megatron. Congrats, Alex. I did as well. I'm so excited for this thing. He's going to be fun. You can't do that to Grimlock. He's probably sitting there crying, Dave. Why did you sell me? I know. And the worst part is, had I waited a couple years to sell him, I probably could have gotten $300 or $400 for him. But, now he's just angry. That Grimlock is angry, especially when the new model gets here. But now the rest of my Dinobots will have a leader. Did folks see that Ryan Ting of the Marvel Legends team was laid off by Hasbro? Bummer. Sad sign of the times. Yeah, Rexship came in and told us, Mr. Madsen did. It sucks, man. I can't, I mean, I was telling these guys, I don't really get the Marvel Legends stuff. And just because of the waist cut, it limits how I'm able to shoot them and all that. But I did enjoy the live streams that the Marvel guys did, and I thought Ryan did a great job. It's shocking because from something that at least it sounded like it through the internet sphere, the social medias, whatever, it sounded like the marketing people tended to be pretty safe. So I was surprised by that. But yeah, I'm hoping he lands on his feet. On the plus side, somebody that's in marketing, every company needs marketing. The people that I'd really feel bad for are the toy designers out there. So I would say Ryan's probably got a good shot at landing on his feet. Yeah, it's going to be neat to see how they weave Batman into all this. There's no way they avoid him entirely after introducing all these other DC characters. I know James Gunn was saying something along the lines of he needed a reason. Like there needed to be a good reason for Batman to join in, more so than because he's Batman. Did you see the 2-pack for Constructicons on BBTS Toypixx? Skew, the 2-pack for Constructicons, I believe, are Hook and Long Haul here, and they're the ones that I've got. So, yeah. Scrapper and Bone Crusher should be here probably next week. So I'll be 4 Constructicons in. Constructicons merge and become Devastator. Yep, that's what I'm looking forward to. Constructicons. Darth Cannibal! Been a long time, man. Thank you for stopping in. Greetings, Dave, and all the crew in the chat. Team Transformers forever. Yes, sir. I'm in. Good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping in. Bump in the Night, Better Way is a reference to the line Captain Falcon said in the Winter Soldier and Falcon series. It's been so long. I almost forgot about that show. One thing we can all agree on, though, none of us are watching Ironheart. I feel bad about Ironheart, actually. Like, everyone's dogging it. Like, everyone. Like, the media, what people think of as the mainstream. Obviously, it seems like people on YouTube, they just have a hate. Well, they just are going to hate on Marvel, whether it's good or bad. So hearing it on the internet, sometimes I'm not so sure if I'm going to take it very seriously. But when the mainstream is out there saying, yeah, this isn't very good, ooh, like I still have to finish Andor and I don't have much of a desire to do it. I have almost no desire to watch Ironheart, and that is not me, man. I love Marvel and Star Wars stuff. So hopefully, if it is that bad, hopefully they can right the ship with Fantastic Four, where he tells the senator to not call the terror. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Thank you, Bump in the Night. I totally forgot about that. Skew Brick Wreck Ship mentioned it. That news sucks. Yeah. Yeah, but again, on the plus side, every company needs marketers. The ones that I would be more worried about is if we started hearing that the designers were let go, I mean, it sucks whenever you're let go. I'm sure Ryan got a bit of a severance package and all that. But because marketing is one of those things that companies know they need, hopefully he lands on his feet and AI doesn't totally replace all those positions. I got a Starscream and a Rodimus Unicronus. That is all I got. Not all I want, but all I got. A lot of Transformers figures are toy-etic looking to me. Too plasticky. I get that. Like these two, the Hook and Long Haul that I have in front of me, they do look pretty plasticky. But I like them anyway. I don't know what's wrong with me. And I did look up the reason that these don't have, like they're not really shiny plastic or anything, is because if you rub the joints together, then that removes a lot of the shine. And obviously, as Transformers, you're going to be rubbing the joints together quite a bit. So I do understand it. I still wish they could do something. Like the green on these almost looks soapy. And I know you guys don't get a good look at them because one, I've got that small screen, but two, the fluorescent light that's coming down, even if I enlarge the screen, wouldn't give you a good look anyway. I still like them. I'm sick in the head, perhaps. I don't know. Goodbye, Anton. Thanks for stopping in, man. Always good to see you. Rick Ranting, after a legendary run. Oh, wow. I didn't know he'd been there that long. My time at Hasbro abruptly and unceremoniously came to an end after my position was eliminated. Ugh, 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 ugh. Me, Grimlock, you no sell me. I no sell him again. How about that? Now that I have the other Dinobots, I won't be able to. These are challenging times for the world at large, especially the toy industry. Man, it seems like every industry is getting hit so hard. And it's not like I like AI for what it can do as far as making processes faster and all that stuff, but it is going to eliminate gigs like, I mean, data entry is no longer going to be a thing. I'm looking at it saying, okay, help me out, ChatGPT, with marketing for this, that. I need verbiage for this, that, the other, and all that. And before, you would need a designer. Like, I mean, I do design stuff, but I can use Midjourney to do some of it, you know? And some of that is getting a lot more dicey with Disney's and Universal's lawsuit against Midjourney. So I would think Midjourney is going to be like, okay, time to dial back anything that's totally ripping people off. But we'll see. I don't know. I don't know. But AI is making it so that, I mean, some companies could eliminate whole marketing departments. Most companies don't know that yet, but that's what AI is getting done. Plus the tariffs and everything else. I would say AI is a bigger threat to a lot of the marketing specific jobs than the tariffs are. But who knows? It's all insane right now. Yep. Oof is the right question. Yellow Park or Studio Series 86 Megatron? Oh, it depends on the rest of your collection, Alex. Me, I'm going Studio Series. But if you have mostly Yellow Park, I don't know. I don't know. I want to get Hasbro specific stuff because I want people to be able to shoot at the studio, and I have a Target literally down the hill from me. So I want them to be able to just go to Target if they don't have something they think they could shoot. Go to Target, grab a transformer off the shelf, and come back and be able to shoot it, or anything off the shelf. So that's why I'm sticking mostly with Hasbro. But Yellow Park stuff looks great. Okay. Whew. Got the Gigantos pre-ordered just because it was such an epic figure. Good call, Bump in the Night. That thing looks ridiculous. Passing on the rest. May get Cap and Venom, but can't get what you want because of exclusive sellouts in America. But some of this, let's see. But some of this ST, let's see if you were able to finish that. Oh, here we go. Still is available on the Hasbro UK store right now, like Psylocke and Thanos. Where are you, Bump in the Night? Are you in the US or are you in the UK? Well, call it like they call it. Yep. Oh man, Kyrus Toypixx, the MP Bruticus is looking super good. Also, the MP Devastator Wars are looking good too. I'm getting one of each. Man, that would be a slippery slope for me. Like, kind of like the Hearts of Steel Transformers. I jump into third party, I'm going to be hosed. So I'm trying to avoid it all. My MP36 Megatronus, my one and done Megatron. Toy Odyssey, good to see you, man. Megatron is. Sorry, I thought when I saw that, this is one of the fun things about having the studio here. I thought you might be talking about this guy. That's right, it's not just G1 Season 1. I also have to get my primes in, although it feels weird calling Megatronus a prime. But yeah, that MP36 looks pretty amazing. Ooh, what have we now? Oh man. Nah, I watched Ironheart and enjoyed it. Did you? Oh, thank goodness. Okay, so we got somebody that thinks it's all right. Okay, I feel good about that. And this has taken me a bit here. Let's see. I mean, Andor is epic. Yeah, I mean, it started getting better. Definish Andor. It is a slow burn that burns deep in the end. All right, all right. I am planning on finishing it. I just haven't taken the time to do so. Gunn already confirmed Batman will be a huge and important part of his universe. I remember, and that's fantastic. I remember when Zaslav was talking about the important IPs they have, he brought up specifically Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. Like he brought up the Trinity. So I was sure that Gunn would be in there trying to make it happen anyway. Plus, Batman is DC's most popular character. As much as I love Superman, I cannot deny that. So, of course, it's going to happen. Nothing wrong with Superman being angry. Shows off his human side. How he deals with his anger is what makes him Superman. That makes a little bit of sense. Well, a lot of bit of sense, actually. I'm good with that sci-fi. I think that's something that works. He's also working on a huge project. Some say it's possibly world's finest. I mean, the only thing bigger than world's finest is just a straight up Justice League style movie. World's finest would be incredible. That thing looks like it glows in the dark. Yeah. Yeah, they definitely have that look to them. By the way, I'm super stoked for Superman. I'll be there opening night. I would like to say I'll be there opening night. I will definitely be there opening weekend. I too am super stoked for it. I can't wait. That's the movie. That's the movie that I've said a few times. I don't want it to be good. I need it to be good. All right, Bump of the Night. It's like cheap plastic look, like with the Kang throne. I repainted it. It could work on certain figures, but not what I am currently into for the most part. Yeah, I get that. I do get that. Because, like I said, I'm looking at these guys and they look a little off. And while I was saying that about the shine on them, how they look soapy, this Megatronus actually looks really good. And he's got a nice finish on him. He doesn't look like I know what you're saying, Bump in the Night. He doesn't have that plasticky look that these guys have. So it's just craziness. Let's see. It is weird. Here I am trying to make excuses, and then I look at Megatronus and I'm going, huh, huh. It looks like it transforms into one of those McDonald's Halloween buckets. The glow in the dark thing. That would rule a little bit. All right, we're going to get this one and then we're going to jump around a bit. Skew, I'm taking one for the team watching Ironheart. It's from the messed up times 3 years ago. It has one obvious part left from that. I'm enjoying it anyway, but carry on. I'll update you all about it. Awesome, Skew. Awesome. Appreciate it. I'm glad to hear Brick dug it. Skew doing God's work. Well, Doug, let's see. We're at 3. The first 3 episodes have been released so far, right? I work for the government. AI is coming hard. They already got it reading turn-ins for documents, etc. Yep. Yep. AI is wise. Let's see. AI is what? Oh, it's doing all the things, baby. I heard being a plumber is safe from AI. You know what? Anybody, any kind of service business that you actually need, like my mom has a cleaning company. Those jobs are probably safe, but those people don't make a lot of money. So we'll see. Plumbers do very well. It sounds like actually, especially if you've been at it for a little bit. Bump of the night until the robots get more advanced. Yeah. I could have these discussions for forever, but I probably need to jump into some figures. It depends. The Power of the Primes Rodimus definitely looks a lot more cheaper compared to the more recent versions. Ah, does he now? Mr. Madsen, I think the Star Trek universe predicted it perfectly. Everyone in the 23rd century loves Mozart and Shakespeare because when AI was created, art died. Yeah, it's tough, man, because I mean, I've got an art degree and I know how to do a lot of this stuff. And I find me using it to make the processes easier, Then no job will be safe and universal income. We shall see. We shall see. It's going to be interesting what happens. With you, Skew. I'm having fun. I'm really, really curious about what they're teasing. Ironheart also sets up some great possibilities with AI in the universe. Ooh, I hope it's good. I do. I hope I watch it and I love it. I haven't been a fan of any of the Marvel shows. Like, I'm not saying there's no hate, but they've been fine. So I expect Ironheart will also just be fine, but I'm hoping to really enjoy it. Bump in the Night or the RoboCop, where the elites have the robots coming door to door enforcing the law. I am the law, says the robot at your door. Ugh. Yeah, that part. Hopefully, we're a little bit off from robot cops. That would be bad. Yeah, I love this chat. AI is doing big things. It's crazy what all it can do. Darth, do you know the new brand Blockies in Mexico are having a great acceptance, have many franchises. We have seen the Blockies quite a bit, Darth Cannonball. I think, what is it? I've seen mostly Transformers, but they're diving into other stuff, aren't they? And they look fun. They just look like a blast to check out. I'm staying away, trying to stick with Hasbro for my TFX right now. I might jump back into 3.0, but the Blockies they look like just fun figures. Starscream is Yellow Park. Rodimus is 3.0. That Rodimus is amazing. Starscream looks pretty amazing too for both of them, but that Rodimus looks sweet. Kentucky, got it, Bump in the Night. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. We're all over the place, man. I'm in Michigan where I don't know how the heat is in Kentucky, but man, we've been in like the 80s and the 90s the last week and a half. It's crazy here. But I check out the UK Hasbro store. Got it. Got it. All right, guys. I usually try to hit everybody's comments. I like it so far, especially your BFF AI. Ah, okay. Okay. Cool beans. Oh my gosh, must push more buttons. Got my TF1, Alita, and Bumblebee by Yellow Park in recently. Still got to unbox, but they look good. Yellow Park, everything they do looks good. I haven't jumped into any of the TF1 stuff yet. I don't know. I don't know if I will. I love the movie, but when they announced that there are no plans for a sequel, I was a little bit bummed. Made me sad because the movie, like I said, amazing. The new AI is better than the pencil school locked out AI. Oh boy. All right, let me get a couple more, then we'll jump around. Sorry, guys. Yeah, Skew, actually, they showed Riri go through something at the end that was the first time I felt they truly showed a hero deal with the weight of their actions. Oh, now that's a good twist. Like, I'd love to see, okay, I'm much more interested in Ironheart now. I still don't have any Yellow Park Blockies or 3.0 releases, but I do want a couple of each. Clank, I've got, let's see, I have the 3.0 MDLX Optimus, Megatron, and Bumblebee. I love them all. I want to continue that line. I just am in triage mode right now. So I would recommend those three. I would say of those three, I think Megatron's the best. So if you can get Megatron, you might do okay. And Bumblebee is surprisingly cool. Optimus is great, but I think Megatron takes the cake. My goal for the next week is to get my greasy mitts on a Mezco Solomon Kane. Sword and sorcery is my new kink, apparently. Oh dear. Just put it on OnlyFans and let the other people watch. I don't know. That's weird. Why would I say that? All right. Bum of the night. I'm waiting for the AI sequel to the 1980 Flash Gordon movie with a complete clean soundtrack, all done by AI, but done excellently, as if it actually happened. You know it's going to get there. It's going to get so it can. And the one thing I will say about music's been pretty generic for several years right now, so I don't know that AI could do any worse than what's out there now. Ha ha! Take that, people that love today's music. Boom! I got nothing. Ooh, that didn't work. Boom, there we go. Okay, let's jump into some more figures here. And like I say, guys, I generally try to hit every comment, but I might have to skip a few. I hope not, but you guys are verbose tonight. I'm digging it. That's right, verbose. All right, now we saw, or I think I want to show these just because I actually pre-ordered them to go with my Jada Army. We have Bubble Man. He went up for pre-order. He just looks like fun. These are figures that obviously they're so small, they don't have much in the way of double joints, but the way they move is actually really impressive. In fact, again, this is one of the cool things about having a studio here. Give me just a sec and we'll hide Bubble Man for a sec so I can show you Mega Man. He just moves exceedingly well for such a small figure. Like hold on, let's see here. That's a big kick for this guy. It's just past 90, which is pretty impressive considering the size. We are just past 90 on the elbow bend as well. Hold on, let me try and show it better. Just past it. There we go. So the fact that these are such tiny figures, I think they're like 4.5 inches high, and they can move that well is pretty amazing. And that's just a testament to how well June and the rest of the team over at Jada are cranking these figures out. Every single Jada figure that has come out that I have picked up, I've been beyond thrilled with. So that's why I'm so excited about these Mega Man releases. I don't even care for Mega Man. I don't even care for Street Fighter hardly, except for Blanca, of course. But Jada does such good work that I'm down with all of them. So we got Bubble Man who can hit some crazy poses. I love that they all have the extra head. They all have extra hands. I love that he just comes with a straight up bubble. Somehow that makes sense. But for such small figures and the ball peg waist going on here, even though these don't have crazy articulation, I do consider them quite photogenic, and I am stoked to add them to the collection whenever able. Now, we're going to show a couple more here. We'll just get through the Mega Man stuff. Ba-da-da-da-da, I'm Mega Man. Okay, so now we've got another Mega Man. And I like these versions. I like that they're doing this. I think it looks like a whole lot of fun, and that's a pretty stoked expression. I'm not sure if this Mega Man has that expression or not. I should probably look at my stuff a little more. But yeah, that's your angry humanoid looking Mega Man / stoked Mega Man. He's got these accessories that I believe these are the same accessories that comes with the Mega Man I just showed you. But he doesn't have the little hard hat guy. And I'm not sure about the face. I don't think that it's this face that this Mega Man has, because this one looks too excited. I'm guessing this is a totally different totally different paint job or head portrait, all that stuff than what I've got. But again, Jada, you know how it is. The Jada Army must be bought. It must be purchased. And then we've got Woodman. Yep. And like I said, all these went up on pre-order, and I pre-ordered all. I love the accessories. I love how crazy. This guy looks like the juggernaut of the Mega Man world. That just looks good. Extra head, extra hands. He's got his effects going. This is exactly what Jada does with their figures. They give us all the extras. All right, I'm going to go back. Now, if you guys are talking to each other, that's going to be my first way of triaging. So my apologies, but there's a lot of chatting going on. I'm appreciating it. Everybody's having a good time this fine night. So I'm going to skip around some, but not too much. We'll be all right. The people that made Ironheart should feel bad about her, and that definitely includes her comics. That is the one thing. When it comes to the fact that the comics for that era weren't received that well, I am surprised that they're jumping in and doing all that, like with characters that weren't necessarily received all that well. I never thought Dave would get that far into Andor. Miracles abound. You'll finish it and enjoy it. Oh, you don't tell me what to do, Skew. Now I will watch Andor. I'm doing okay. We'll see what happens. All right, bump in the night. Reeves fan here. Even saw four in the theater. Of course, I saw Transformers in the theater as well. Ah, yes. I don't remember if I saw Superman 4 in the theater. And while I am a Christopher Reeve fan when it comes to Superman, I don't like going beyond two. I don't like going beyond the Phantom Zone guys, General Zod and his gang. But Transformers, mwah, a classic to be sure. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, Prime Day is coming up. And remember the true meaning of Prime Day, because he died for your sins. What's up, Ghost Tab? Good to see you, man. Woohoo! Harry, what's going on, sir? Who else was dumb enough to pay for the Gamerverse juggernaut? I think we've got a couple people here that went in on him. Spaded, bro. Idiots just recently accused Alex Ross of using AI. Modern times suck. Like, really? Like, Alex Ross, oh, doesn't he have enough proof out there to show people, guys, you serious right now? Who cares? I think every time I see people accusing others of using I look at it and I'm going, that's not how AI works, especially in the art area. Like you have to be so precise with your prompts that, yeah, people don't understand AI. I think people are getting AI confused with bad photoshopping these days. Harry, dumb enough to pre-order it. Yes. Oh, wait. See, I already hit one that you were talking to somebody else, Q. That's when I blow it. Frick. Oh, shoot. That makes me realize that all the AI multi-finger type errors might be because they were trained on. Now, those, when it's multi-finger stuff like that, was definitely AI. Let's see here. Ghost Tab, I've seen Blocky's Saint Seiya, and that property is huge in Latin America. Nice. I didn't know they were doing that. See, nah, because if AI could draw feet, then Quentin Tarantino would. I'm just gonna keep going. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Speaking of new brands, let's see. I backed the hell out of 1/18 figures. I can't remember the name of it. I'm sure someone else heard of it. Hell Troopers, Sergeant Spectre, etc. Fully backed VHS packaging. Oh, I did not know. But like I say, I generally just talk about 1/12th. So if I see 1/18th, I kind of just skip right past it. So apologies. I won't be very good at helping you figure out what it is. I don't think Ironheart will move you, Dave. It's not better than Loki or WandaVision so far, but I think it's much better than Miss Marvel. Okay, okay. I mean, I'll still check it. I want to like all the Marvel stuff. It just sometimes hates me a little bit. It doesn't want to like me back from time to time. Kentucky had some crazy weather. London Laurel got hit by a T4 twister. Oh my God. Yeah, that's never what you want to hear. I have family in Oklahoma, and fortunately, they've largely stayed out of the path of those things. Ghost Tab, we're going to miss the title for the TF sequel, Transformers 1 2, Buckle My Shoe. That could be, that could work. That could work. Maybe that needs to happen. Let's see. Must push buttons. I have to say that I'm bummed to say that my Cobra Snake armor has been pushed to September. Oh no! Yeah, so bummed to say, and you gotta say it. The Snake armor. That stuff does look pretty good. It didn't move me, like it didn't make me feel like I needed it, but I've seen pictures. It's looking more and more like I need it. Got a Doc Knock on the way right now. Mesco is hard to get. They do not make enough. Man, yeah, but everybody is saying that Doc Knock is an incredible figure, so you should be all right. Even if the jadedness will always continue, Skew. Spaded, y'all are waiting for AI sequels to movies, and I'm waiting for a sequel to the movie AI. Was that a Will Smith movie? Oddly enough, I didn't see that either. Mega Man looks epic. Yeah, I mean, I love these things. They're just killing it every which way. Tragic, man. Those Jada Mega Man figures look awesome. I'd love to make a diorama for each boss level. I think you could, Tragic. And I think it needs to happen. And I think you need to send us pictures. Just saying. I just started collecting last October. Too many toys, not enough space or money. Man, you have already discovered, in just a short time, relatively speaking, the problem that all collectors have. And I'm not sure it's just action figure collectors. I think it's collectors of all the things. So we're in quite the crew, I think, right now. Riri Williams, the adventure continues, or Remo Williams, the adventure continues finally, and Buckaroo Banzai returns finally, and the Last Dragon sequel. You do wonder what people are gonna do when it comes to when movies are really easy to make for the general public. Toypixx, are you getting that Arkham Batman 112 IPZZ, something like that? I'm looking at it. I think it looks great. I don't know. Isn't InArt doing an Arkham Batman as well? Let me know, because, I mean, the one looks great. I've seen the one you're talking about, Kyrus, and it looks amazing. I just don't know that I want to jump outside of everything. I might hold off and get mostly DC from MAFEX and then see what Mattel does with it. But we'll see. I don't know. I mean, that figure, the one that InArt did, looks so good that I would feel silly almost not getting an InArt version of the Arkham Knight. But we'll see. Oh man, here I am clicking on more with all the names. What do we have? Ooh. All right. Just going to keep going. Well, we skew Marvels and Kingdom Come have entered the chat. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, Alex Ross has enough work out there to make people understand, no, guys, this is actually me. I can do this. I've shown it in the past. We are sending feet AI to my fave guy, Liefeld. You know what? Maybe that's something that Liefeld could do. He draws something, puts it in an AI, and says, hey, give feet to these things, will you? World War Hell by Grindhouse Toys are the 1/18th figures he's talking about. Interviewed them on my show Tuesday. Brick, a Tuesday show now, huh? Oh man, I gotta start paying more attention to the internet. Okay. Bump in the night. Got the same message about my 2 snake armors. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Sci-fi Ironheart is narcissistic iron trash, particularly the comics. Oh, poor Riri. Tragic. So what I did, I took the bust from 112 Crazy Figure Buck and put it on Red Sonja, and it's cool because she has bigger assets and covers the shoulder joints. Nice. I wonder, so does she still have, so covers the shoulder joints, does she still have, like, does the Red Sonja have butterfly shoulders? And if so, are they still able to move? Spielberg. Oh, AI. Oh, man. Ugh. Andrew Schultz is playing Dan Hibiki? What is going on with this movie? Wow. I don't know anything. Ghost Tab, you were thinking of iRobot with Will Smith. That was it, Ghost Tab. Thank you, man. AI was a Haley Joel Osment, plays a kid robot that searches for her surrogate family. It had Jude Law played Gigolo Joe. Spielberg took the reins after Kubrick. Okay. Man, now I feel like I need to go find something else. Boom, boom. All right, what have we now? Brick, Tuesday was a special thing. It's summer and I have a little more time. Got it, Brick, got it. But I'm sorry I missed it. I need to be able to do more. That describes Tony Stark, narcissistic iron trash. I don't know that I'd give him iron trash, but the narcissistic was definitely in there. All right. Whew. Finally got through all of you guys chatting. It was awesome. Digging. Going through now. Okay. We've got how many more? We don't have that many more to go. And then if I miss some, one I do want to say, guy, or one that I do want to find. let me know in the chat as we go through these last few where I can find the new Grisa. You guys remember the zombie girl Grisa who's blue and has the bandages and all that stuff? They made one that's brown. And I want to see it. I saw a quick picture of it. I don't know if she's up for pre-order. If she's not, cool beans. But I wanted to highlight that figure just because the whole Grisa mold thing just looks amazingly hilarious. So if you guys know where to find that, let me know. I was looking on 5K and couldn't find it there. Wait, hold on. Cancel. Whew! I tried copying something into the wrong window. We almost got out of StreamYard again. All right, Attack on Titan, Amazing Yamaguchi, Reveltech, NR097 Beast Titan action figure. Now, anything that says Amazing Yamaguchi is going to have my attention. Check out how they did this waist. This is crazy. That ball peg is going to be nuts in there. This is such a big departure from how a lot of companies do it that it has to be because of the crazy shape that we've got going there with his belly. Yeah, that's ape-like proportions for sure. Like, this is just a ridiculous figure, and I loves it. I mean, it's not something I'm going to pick up, but it is one of those figures that's obviously going to look really good in the lights. And obviously, it comes with many, many things. So this one just cracked me up, basically. I thought it was hilarious, and it's obviously going to be able to move like mad because Amazing Yamaguchi. Now, I've got the T800 and John Connor queued up, and I've got the T1000. I know we already talked about them, but if you guys would like to talk about them again, let me know. In the meantime, we're going to skip to the Max Factory Delicious in Dungeon Senshi, because big plate of food, that just looks awesome. Now, because of that big, huge plate of food, we've got a Dio piece that we could use in any of our shots, which is cool. He's going to have plenty of stuff. He looks like, even for a more rotund character, he's got some pretty serious movement. So I'm liking what I'm seeing here. I mean, look at that. He's just sitting, legs down. He's flat on the floor. He's loading up on chow. He's got all kinds of hands, all kinds of faceplate. Well, one faceplate. Got the big like, this guy is going to be fun. Anybody that knows Delicious in Dungeon, you're probably going to love picking this thing up and shooting it. Again, we have a figure here that looks like the finishes are all good except for, well, no, not even except, including the metal here. The metal has just a nice finish that's going to gleam off of the light like it's supposed to, and everything else looks good and dull like it should. But sadly, what would have me the most excited about this would probably be this plate of food. I know, it's messed up, but I just don't know the property. All I'm seeing here is a really awesome Dio piece. But now we've got two more to go if you guys decide not to go with talking about the MAFEX figures. Now, here is one. I know we haven't been talking about NECA all that much. I'm honestly a little concerned about NECA, just because I feel like with everything that's gone down with Super 7, I kind of feel like, while I do believe that the quality for NECA stuff is much better, I kind of feel like they might, I don't know. There's something about NECA that it feels like they're not really pushing the envelope and they're just kind of stagnant. And so it feels like they might be the next company to take a bit of a hit. And I hope I'm wrong, because the figures always look cool. Like, these look like hilarious figures. Last Ronin, Casey Marie, with these two baby turtles that are the next generation or whatever. I can't remember the name of the story. Obviously, these guys are hilarious. She should have decent articulation. I think that the articulation for the Last Ronin figures is better than it is for the stuff like the Mirage figures. She looks like, I was going to say looks like possibly a ball peg, but maybe not. Let me go back here. I mean, they're not showing a ball peg, but it could be. Like the way this is shaped, that could be a ball peg waist there, which would be very nice, but it could also be a twist. I can't tell with the way they did the photos so much. But she looks cool. She looks cool. I would like to see NECA push the envelope a little more so I'm not so worried about the company as a whole. But she's going to get plenty of articulation. She has a good look. NECA never fails when it comes to the paint. They're obviously coming with plenty of things. So that's what makes this a photogenic figure. She's not super shiny or anything. These things look pretty amazing. I think it's going to be a great figure for everybody that's into the Last Ronin figures. My turtles, I decided to just focus on the Mirage stuff right now. But if I'm honest, I think the best line that they have going is the Last Ronin. But let me know in the comments if you think I might be a little off. Well, with that opinion. And now finally, speaking of characters with iron in their name and hopefully plenty in their blood, we have the Infinity Saga DLX Iron Man Mark II Chrome Edition. So I'm assuming this is a 3-0 figure. I'm assuming they've already done the Mark II and just didn't make it chrome. This is kind of Mandalorian MAFEX style, where they made the Mando version 2 and then chromed them out. I'm guessing that's what's going on here. The 3-0 Iron Man figures always look incredible. I've never gotten one because they're also kind of like Storm collectibles. They're just too big for the 1/12 scale that they say they are. But if they weren't, I can honestly say I'd be quite tempted by these things. Looks good. Obviously, chrome is one of those things that makes photographing these bad boys a blast. Any figure in chrome is just fun to shoot. The only thing that sucks is you've got to try and make sure you're out of the way, that people don't see the camera in the reflection. It gets really tough to shoot chrome well. But that doesn't mean that it's impossible, and it doesn't mean that this isn't a sweet figure. Yeah, a sweet, sweet figure. Good Lord, the voice tried to die on me. Speaking of, I should see what time it is. All right, 8:42. Let's go till about 9 this fine evening. And let's see what you guys are talking about now. Tragic. Yes, she has butterfly joints and she moves smoothly because it is silicone. Nice. Okay. Nice replacement. Nice fix there, Tragic. I'm not giving up until Dave gets a Mezco and I get to see his sweet, sweet pictures of it. I will get a Mezco. I promise. I've got to figure out, like, when the person said to me today, hey, can I rent some space? It was something I was considering, but I wasn't sure. Now I'm thinking maybe I need to, plus get my name out there for shooting for other companies. Basically, I just got to find a way to bring in a little more money to really grow Toypixx. But I've got the skills, I've got the space, I should be able to pull it off. I just have to figure out where my time is best spent. Like, it would be nice if I could rent studio space and just be there and be able to work on my computer while other people were working in here, because then I'm working on Toypixx while making money. It's kind of like that passive income kind of thing, I'm working on what I need to work on while other people are just paying me to be here, basically. So I'm wondering if that's the way to go, or if I do work as a freelance photographer, that's pretty lucrative. So that could be good as well, but it takes time away from Toypixx. So there's a funny balancing act. Sorry, but I am planning on getting some Mezco and plenty of other stuff. All right, sorry about that, guys. I'm still trying to skip. You're all kind of crushing it here. Anton, well, just to let you know, Dave, that Saturday Night Live group was with a lot of recurring sketches that were really funny. That Bigfoot looks very cool. Okay, got it, Anton. I do kind of need to check out some of that stuff. But yeah, that beast thing is awesome. They should have made the new Juggy waist like that. Yeah, that would have been sweet. It would have probably been about perfect, too. Spaded one. I'm pretty sure I fought that guy in Ark Survival Evolved. Ah, the big beast titan looking guy. Ghost have Gundam. It has the alternate colored Grisa from Snail Shell. Oh, awesome. We're going to go find her. Going to get through a little more of this. Thank you for that, Ghost Av. He's got the Austin Powers fat bastard belly. Get in my belly, baby. The other white meat. That's always disturbing to say. Food looks awesome. I know, Skew, but that's why I thought he looked cool. I'm like, ooh, plate of food. I can use that in Dios. Both Attack on Titan and Delicious in Dungeon / Dungeon Meshi are fantastic anime and manga. Attack on Titan is fun sci-fi horror, and Delicious in Dungeon is a brilliant D&D cooking show. I remember somebody gave me kind of a rundown on that one, on Delicious in Dungeon, and it sounded kind of crazy, which I'm not against crazy at all. The Last Ronin, I think The Next Generation, and that's Casey Jones and April's daughter. I knew that was their daughter, but I couldn't remember what The Next Generation book was called. Like, I know it's still or I think it's still running. I just don't remember things. I can't go back to NECA. Everything I liked about NECA is done better by other companies. I was getting them for display over posing, but Mezco really knocked them off that mountain. You know what sucks, Faded One? So the Mezco turtles are probably the best turtles out there, and I totally bypassed them, but those things look amazing. They will definitely move better. I love the Mirage turtles. I've always loved Mirage, but I've been shooting them a lot less because they just don't move as well as everything else I've got. And that includes these Transformers that move better than the NECA turtles. And that's not what they're supposed to do. So yeah, I wanna keep getting the Mirage stuff, but it's tough to justify when I just don't shoot them much. Kairos, I might get that Iron Man Toypixx or the Mark 7. It's very good quality, that line. I've been waiting for the Ironmonger. Oh, they did the Hulkbuster. You would think they'd do the Ironmonger, wouldn't you? Tragic, Dave. Now that you have a PC, start a Discord channel for Toypixx. I hear you. I will. That is in the plans. We will start a Discord channel. I promise. Probably give me another week or two and keep reminding me. This will happen. Span, welcome to the world of Mezco. The accessories. The accessories are key. All right. Now that we've gone through here and I didn't see anybody say, yeah, show the MAFEX. Let's go to Gundamit and find us a Grisa. Important. Okay. Oh my goodness. Search. Find me Grisa. All right. Let me make sure. Yes. Okay. Everybody's seeing Grisa right now. Can we blow up these pictures? It doesn't look like it. And it's only the one picture. No! These always crack me up. Like, I don't know what it is. These are hilarious figures. Like, Japanese and Chinese companies always do kind of the cheesecake type figures, but Snail Shell takes it to just a goofy level. Like, they're straight up goofy figures that look hilarious. That's why I see this and I just laugh. Like, these are just funny. So we've got $77.99 for the whole thing, plus whatever they charge as far as shipping. I wish there were more photos. But yeah, there you go, ladies and gents. Let's go back because they also showed the other one too. I don't know. Oh, we can add her to cart. Oh, they don't have other pictures of her. This is the one that I think I would get over the other one, just because she's got that cold, kind of dead look of being a zombie. But these are they're hilarious. What can I say? I don't know what else to say about that. Spay one, I've spent hours swapping NECA hands and heads around when I sold the collection. They literally hurt your hands. They take so much force. Every other company does hand swapping better. Now see, the Mirage Turtles, I will say, the hand swaps are pretty good. All right. What have you? Scroll down for the rest of the pictures. Oh, dang it, Ghost Have. You mean I'm being all impatient and stuff? Hang on, let's head back. Oh, there we go. Okay. That's weird though. Did the other one didn't come with a rifle, did she? Whoa, she does not like the original. This is a weird color backdrop to lose because you lose some or to use because you lose some of the shot, like some of the detail in the figure. Like here, I remember the first shots of the blue Grieza, and those were awesome. But I don't think they really did much as far as yeah, like a regular background. This is almost tough to see, like down by her feet here. Very strange. Ah, here we go. Here's some of those figures that are like that blue Grieza, or some of the photos that look far cooler. And here she's got just a little bit of an outer glow around her, so it separates her from the background, so you see her a little easier. There, that's not so bad. I mean, I would still prefer a plain black or gray or white background, but at least they used a darker gray color overall here so that the kind of, I would assume it's more of an off-white color, kind of stands out against it a little bit. Yeah, these figures are just hilarious. Although this one looks a little more evil. The other one looked just downright goofy, but I think it's the orange eye. I think it's just the way the colors all work together. I think she has a more evil look, a less goofy look. Not cool, evil Grieza. But yeah, this stuff is always fun. Oh, here they are just hanging out. They're gonna, they have to come up with a ring now. Oh man, you don't want to throw down with blue Grieza. I'm telling you, oh, that looks rough though. Maybe this Grieza has, maybe this one's more weaponized. Is this, so help me out guys, is this Grieza supposed to be alive? And the other one's the zombie? These are some pretty sweet shots. Now see, that's a good shot, even though it's not a black or white background, because you see the figure very clearly. Skew Snail Shell is killing it. Yeah, they do good work. Sci-fi, I only deal with 1/18th figures to use for scenes dealing with size-changing characters or to make other figures look even taller, such as Galactus and Giant Man. HeroClix are also great for this. Yes, HeroClix are amazing for that. I've seen people use those shots, and they always look like fun. Oh no! She just straight up knifed Crazy Grieza. I'm telling you, this is a far angrier version of Grieza. All right, that's pretty cool. I like this. Like, I like this accessory. Or is that somebody got creative with the accessory she has? That's just sweet. The drill accessory is cool. I mean, it's a very cool figure. But if I were going to get one, I'd get the blue one because this one just looks meaner. The blue one just looked goofy, like I said. We'll stop here and see what I got on the old chat. We've got a little more time, guys. Is there anything that you guys have seen recently that I've missed that you would like us to check out? Thanks for chatting, everybody. Good night. Good night, Anton, man. Enjoy this fine evening. It's it's a good one, I'm guessing. But yeah, any figures that you guys have noticed recently, or if you have any kind of questions dealing with photography, dealing with any of the things that I've been dealing with lately, feel free to ask. And even if I don't have the answer for some of it, I can at least give you a little bit of my perspective on things, possibly. So let me know. In the meantime, we're pretty good on this. Let's go back. I want to, dang it. So I don't have all the stuff locked in as far as, like I don't have all the cache going on with with surfing the internet on here. So basically, I type big, and on my other computer, big just takes me automatically to Big Bad Toy Store. But yeah, here it takes me to the movie Big. Okay, you know what? People did want to talk about this, or it was brought up. So why don't we, real quick? These are the Ben Cooper Costume Kids Collection Wave 8 set of 4 clothed action figures. We have a Predator, we have Pee Wee, we have Alf, and we have Garfield. The good Mr. Spencer is going to need to get him an Alf. I'm guessing that needs to happen. But yeah, I don't have any of these. I just, for whatever reason, opted against getting them. I think they're a great idea, and I think that NECA's probably doing a pretty good job with them. My guess is the bodies overall are the same bodies, so they can get a lot of use out of those. They just give them different heads, different cloth goods. Look at that. I love that Pee Wee actually, those actually are cloth goods, it looks like. You can see it the way it buckles up or wrinkles up by the armpit here. Words fail me as I'm looking at this. By the armpit. Yeah, you know. They are, I mean, it is a fun line. It just isn't something that I so much got into. But I am seeing now that obviously they can all be the same mold. I just don't know, what do they do when it comes to the costumes? Like, how much is this costume to produce? I got nothing. And when they're this young, boys and girls can have the same body shape too. So yeah, it's just a whole lot of reuse. I love the bag here. Pee Wee's Playhouse. That's a lot of candy, by the way. I never took a pillowcase out trick or treating with me, but if I had, it probably would have only filled up like the bottom tenth of the pillowcase. But that's good candy. My apologies. Oh, oh, Predator. Valverde. Yeah, this is pretty sweet too. Anyway, there's the old Ben Cooper kids. But have you askew? That's some 80s goodness, that trick or treat light up. Yep, you are not wrong, sir. All of it. Vinyl costumes back then, Ben Cooper, were just that cheesy and classic. I remember the masks. I don't remember the vinyl costumes so much. But it looks like, I mean, like I say, it looks like a fun line. It's just one that I didn't necessarily, well, that I haven't gotten into. I don't know that I'm going to, but doesn't mean I think it's crap. I think these look like a lot of fun. And I think if you have, say, a photo that demands having a lot of kids in it, then these are probably pretty cool, pretty good stuff for that. And you can, of course, do like a trick or treat night, have all these kids hanging out. Maybe they were all captured by somebody. It could be pretty funny, could be goofy, I don't know. Or it could be deadly and dangerous. Ooh, watch out. You don't want people thinking you're doing bad things. That's never good. All right, now we're just looking at the homepage here, Big Bad. We're going to see if I missed anything that you guys think I should touch on. But I think overall, well, let's look at in stock here. The Viper is in stock. That's key. And if you guys don't have it, the MAFEX Batman, the Hush Batman, the Batman that changed my collecting forever, is in stock on BBTS for $90. That's not a terrible price. So if you're after him, game on. And look at these. These MAFEX exclusives are also on BBTS. The Han, the Luke, and the Mando Chrome Edition. Hold on, I'm going to click the Han one real quick because I saw a picture of him and the face sculpt looked really good. Although it doesn't show up quite as well in these pictures. It's not bad, but there's the one I saw looked far better. So hopefully it was just lighting. But yeah, that's what I've got for this one, ladies and gentlemen. So as always, Thank you very much for stopping by. It was an absolute pleasure talking to each and every one of you. Besides, you could have done anything tonight. You chose to hang out here with all of us. And I, for one, appreciate it, as I'm sure the folks in the chat do. So, until next time, have fun and happy snapping. See ya.